Imagine going into what you think is just another military mission, and suddenly you're being hunted by giant alien war machines. Yeah, that's basically the chaos in War Machine. But before we go any further, quick spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the movie yet, I'd actually recommend that you pause this video, go watch the film first, and then come back here for the review. So today we're talking about War Machine, starring Alan Ritchson. And first things first, this was actually my first time watching a full movie where Alan Ritchson is the main lead. I've seen him around in clips and shows before, but I never really sat down and watched a full film where he carries the story. So when I saw War Machine, I thought, you know what, let me give this one a try and see what he brings to the table. When the movie starts, it really gives you strong war movie vibes. You see soldiers, military operations, intense training, and it feels like a typical serious war film at first. I'll be honest though, the action does take a little while to really start. Personally, I was expecting things to go crazy almost immediately, explosions, chaos, that type of energy right from the beginning. But the movie takes its time because it's trying to show how the characters ended up where they are before the real action begins. I understand why the film does this because it helps build the story and the characters, but for me, it did feel a little slow at first since I was expecting the action to kick in much earlier. But once the action finally starts, it doesn't disappoint at all. The movie delivers some really intense moments. You get high energy chases that almost feel like something straight out of a Fast and Furious movie, mixed with huge alien robots, firing weapons, explosions everywhere, and even a bit of gore during some of the fights. The film doesn't only rely on guns and high-tech weapons, it also shows some of the brutality of what's happening, which makes certain scenes feel more intense and a little more realistic. When the movie shifts fully into action mode, it definitely becomes exciting to watch. Another thing that stood out to me is the alien robots the soldiers are fighting. These things are actually very intimidating. The way they move and attack makes them feel powerful and dangerous, like something the soldiers are completely unprepared for. Every time they appear on screen, you can feel the tension because you know things are about to get serious. A good sci-fi action movie always needs a strong enemy, and these alien machines definitely deliver that. I also liked Alan Ritchson's character, 81. Throughout the movie, we see flashbacks showing that he lost his brother, and that loss seems to push him to become more courageous. It's like that pain becomes part of what drives him forward. When the soldiers are sent out on dangerous missions, you can see that he naturally steps up and leads the group. Even when things become extremely difficult, he doesn't give up, and I actually like that about his character because it gives him more depth than just being another action hero. Another thing I appreciated is that the movie doesn't drag for too long. It's not one of those overly long 2-hour movies that feel like a marathon to finish. Once the story gets going, the pacing becomes better and the film keeps you interested because you want to see how the soldiers are going to survive against such a powerful enemy. Overall, I think War Machine is a really cool and entertaining movie. It starts like a traditional war film, then suddenly throws you into a crazy sci-fi survival situation with giant alien machines attacking soldiers. The action is exciting, the enemies are intimidating, and the story keeps you curious about what's going to happen next. For me, I'm giving War Machine a 9 out of 10. It's a fun movie, it's intense, and it's definitely worth checking out if you enjoy war movies mixed with sci-fi action. But now I want to hear from you. Did you enjoy War Machine? What's your take? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Real Review Essay. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.